Hi, this is Nick, and today I'm going to tell you about my very first music festival experience. So yesterday I was at the Laneway Festival. The Laneway Festival is one of those festivals that's held outdoors and is it's held between 12 in the afternoon and midnight. And they have a huge lineup of indie rock and indie pop artists to play throughout those 12 hours. So I was there from noon to 6 o'clock, and it was scorching hot yesterday. The sun was just shining down on everyone, and it was so incredibly sunny, and that also explains why I look a bit like a roasted marshmallow today. Since it was my very first music festival experience, I was going there without really much of an idea of what I was going to expect. I had a good time I was hanging out with my friends and listening to really good music, but I also had some really bad experiences, and this is what I'm going to talk about today. So when you're at a music festival, there are some things that you should never ever do at all costs, under any circumstances when you're there. One thing that you should never do when you're at a music festival is to tell the security people the truth. They will take advantage of that, and they will take everything away from you, and I mean that literally. When you usually enter a concert or a festival, they have those bag checks when you enter at the public entrance. So they will look through your bag and see whether you have taken in any banned items, and then they will confiscate stuff from you. Okay, so I was saying it was really hot that day, and when I was there, when the guy was checking my bag, he cleared it at first. He didn't find my water bottle, because you're not supposed to bring in water, you're supposed to buy it from inside. That's how they make money. So he asked me, do you have an umbrella? I'm so gullible and I'm so naive. I actually thought he asked because it was so hot, so he was asking, do you have an umbrella, because it's really hot today. So I very stupidly said yes, right before I saw the pile of confiscated umbrellas on the table next to him. Brilliant, good job. He told me to hand it over. I didn't want to lose my umbrella because, as I was saying, it was freaking burning out in the open, and it's my mom's umbrella, and I think she'll be really upset if I lost it. So I tried backtracking. I like to lie through my teeth. Of course it failed, but I was like, okay, so I was kind of taken aback for a while. I was trying to think of a solution to not hand over my umbrella. So I went through my bag and I said, oh, guess what? I didn't bring my umbrella today. The guy didn't fall for it, and so he was like, open up your bag, I'm not believing you. And I thought, okay, just hope that he doesn't see it. But true enough, when he looked through it, he saw my umbrella, and he was like, you have to take that out, your umbrella's right there. And I was like, oh no. So I very reluctantly handed it over, and when I went in, this is the part that really irks me a lot. There were so many people who had umbrellas, and not bought umbrellas that they bought from the festival, their own umbrellas. They brought in their own umbrellas. I don't know what the rationale is for not letting people bring in their umbrellas, but I don't know whether it's true, because it blocks people if you use it, but why don't you tell that to those people in front of me who are wearing huge Mexican hats, or those 4 people who had their folding chairs lined up, blocking the view of everyone behind. That wasn't very reasonable, but as I was leaving, I asked another security guard, because I saw the table of all the confiscated umbrellas, can I please take my umbrella back, because I got it confiscated just now, and he was nice enough to let me take it back. So I have my umbrella, and my mom's not going to kill me for losing it. Another thing you definitely shouldn't do at musical festivals is to find a spot that's really near cigarette smokers. In front of the stage, it's an open field, so in front of the stage there was just a huge grass patch, and when the band was playing, many people would go there, and then they would just sing along and dance along to the music. And there were some people who were standing around me who were just smoking away. I don't think you're meant to smoke in the festival. Cigarettes probably banned items. How did these people get away with their cigarettes? Well, I couldn't get away with my umbrella. They somehow managed to sneak it in. So the 2 ladies in front of me, they were dancing and stuff, and then one of them took out a pack of cigarettes and a lighter, and I was thinking, oh no, they're gonna smoke. It was already so hot yesterday, and in Singapore it's so humid you wouldn't believe it. And then when you smoke, right, it just kind of adds to the stuffiness that's already around you, because there's just bodies everywhere, because everyone's just dancing and everyone's really sweaty and really disgusting. So I was thinking, do you really want to smoke? It feels like a furnace. I feel like I'm breathing in a chimney, and we're all gonna get lung cancer from breathing in secondhand smoke, but I just tried to bear with it. And then I realized that the guy behind me was smoking as well, and he was dancing behind me, and he was also kind of close to me, actually. So he was dancing, he was smoking, and then after that he flicked his cigarette to get rid of the ash. Okay, so I was carrying one of those bags, you know, where it's just like a button. It's not a zip, it's just a button in the middle, so there are some gaps at the sides, so that kind of like expose your stuff. I was just standing there and this guy flicks his ash, and I think some of it actually fell into my bag. Thanks a lot. First you smoke, which is what you're not supposed to be doing at the festival, and then you decide to flick your ash into my bag. You know, you could have set everything in my bag on fire. No! Now this is an actual tip that one of my friends gave me. So I had a group of friends, some of the people that I knew actually queued up at 10 a.m. outside of the gate so they could go in and you get like a really good spot. When they got in, they sat at a spot right in the middle of the field that was right in front of the stage. But then the problem was that when a really popular band came on and everyone kind of just flocked to the stage so that they could dance there, there were lots of people carrying cups which are full of like Sprite and Coke and beer, and then when they danced around, like all the liquid would just kind of slosh all over the place. Some of my friends got drinks spilled on them, and after that some people kind of just like threw everything on the floor, so around them they were just kind of stuck in a sea of litter. My friend, sometimes she would escape and come to my picnic mat because I was on like an elevated hill where people were just kind of just sitting there and no one was like spilling beer everywhere. So don't sit in the area like right in the middle of the crowd, if not you get drinks splattered on you for the rest of the day. This isn't really relevant to like what you shouldn't do when you're at a music festival, but I just really need to talk about how awkward I felt when I was standing in like the crowd that was dancing to the music. I've never really experienced this before, but when I was standing in the field in front of the stage when one of the bands were playing, you know, you have all those people who like the really hardcore fans who like kind of just dance like however they want to. You have these kinds of dancers, oh yeah, 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 you know, just really rocking it out. You have those who kind of like dance really sensually. I don't know how to do this. They think they look like really cool. And then you have like the crazy dancers who just kind of like pump out all their moves. I had all these people dancing around me and I have no idea what is the appropriate way to dance, so I just kind of stood there bobbing up and down because I didn't want to look like the stationary loser who's just kind of standing in the middle of the field at a musical festival and who's just not doing anything, bouncing up and down. So if anyone else has had any really funny music festival experiences, please let me know. I hope I'm not the only one who's completely clueless when it comes to music festivals. And so that's it for now. I'll see you soon. Bye! I'm so burnt, my skin hurts. My friend says that like you can flake if you get too bad a burn. It actually hurts, like when I shower it hurts. It's so hot yesterday.